Don't just walk into an interview thinking your law degree will land you the job. Make sure to demonstrate these 4 things to help you stand out. So you've got your law degree and you're starting to apply for various legal roles. But what exactly is it that law firms are looking for? Because your law degree shows you that you understand the law. What employers really want, though, is someone who can take that knowledge and apply it in practice. So here are 4 things that you want to make sure that you can demonstrate to impress potential employers. Number 1 is the ability to apply the law. Now, clients don't usually arrive with a perfectly organized legal problem and ask you to explain the relevant cases. They generally arrive with a situation that they need help with resolving. And that means that employers in legal firms are going to want graduates who can identify the important facts, find out the relevant law and legal frameworks, and use all of that to reach a practical conclusion. So when you're talking about your law degree to employers, don't simply list the modules that you studied. Explain, for example, how you analysed a difficult problem, how you weighed up different arguments, or how you reached a clear recommendation on something. Now, that's the kind of skill you can also develop through legal clinics, through mooting, through virtual internships, and through practical case studies. Basically, highlight things that show that you can apply the law, not just regurgitate it. Number 2 is clear communication. Now, legal work involves explaining complicated issues to clients, to colleagues, and to other professionals. And that means that firms want graduates who can communicate very clearly, both in writing and also when speaking. So ask yourself, can you explain a technical point without hiding behind a load of legal jargon? Can you write a concise email? Can you listen carefully and identify what someone is actually asking? Now, you don't need extensive legal experience to demonstrate that you've got communication skills. You might want to provide examples from various presentations that you've done in your law degree, through any customer-facing work, through any volunteering, university societies, or group projects. The key is you want to show that you can adapt your communication to the person who's in front of you. Number 3, you want to demonstrate commercial and client awareness. Good legal advice doesn't exist in isolation, and so employers want graduates who can understand that every legal issue sits within a wider context. For example, what is the client trying to achieve? What risks might they be concerned about? How might cost, timing, or reputation end up affecting their decision? So think about the area of law that interests you or that perhaps you are applying to work in, and have a bit of a think about what kind of problems might be going on within the industry or the general area of law that you might be working in. Number 4, you want to demonstrate that you can be someone that the firm can trust and develop. Now, no sensible employer expects a graduate to arrive knowing how to handle every legal issue independently, but they do want someone who works carefully, who follows instructions, and who learns from feedback. So attention to detail is crucial. A wrong date, for example, a missing document, or a poorly worded sentence can have serious consequences in the legal world. So think about how you can demonstrate reliability and attention to detail from what you've done before. Well, one place to start is your application for the job itself. Any spelling mistakes on your letter of application or your CV, any incorrect firm names, any unanswered questions could signal a lack of care and a lack of attention to detail that employers might be concerned then appears in your work. Employers also want to see that you can ask sensible questions, accept feedback, and take that on board to try and improve. So think about examples that you can share with your employer about maybe a time where you made a mistake, where you received feedback, and how you changed your approach. That doesn't signal weakness. In fact, it shows professionalism, it shows resilience, and it shows that you've got the potential to develop. So the overall message is simple. Your law degree gives you valuable knowledge, But employers are looking for evidence that you can apply that knowledge accurately, that you can communicate clearly, that you can understand the client, and that you can continue to develop in practice. Now, this can all matter whether you are doing a job interview in a legal firm or deciding what to do next after your law degree. And if you are wondering what to do next, the CILEX Graduate Qualification is specifically designed for law graduates to help give them the skills that we have spoken about in this video. It basically takes the legal knowledge that you have already learnt in your degree, and it focuses on the specialist knowledge, the professional skills, and the practical experience that you need for legal work. It can be a great way of providing a structured route towards being a qualified CILEX lawyer in a chosen area of practice. And so if you've never come across CILEX or the CILEX Graduate Qualification before, it can definitely be worth finding out about. And if you want to do that and want to find out whether it might be a good next step for you in terms of building your skills and working towards qualifying as a lawyer, make sure to check out our free CILEX guide in the link in the description.